Well, another game that is comeback, I guess, intense game was PSG versus Manchester City. PSG were up 2-0, goals by Jack Grealish and Erling Haaland, and but Manchester City couldn't keep that lead with goals by Usman Dembele, Barcola, Joao Neves, and Gonzalo Ramos. Uh, at the end of the day, City could have lost 6-2. Um, City are just an embarrassing club to look at right now. I started liking their form. They started picking up in form recently. I think they won 5 games. You know, December, November, whatever, was not their month. What, losing 10 games in a row, or not having a win in 10 games. I thought they were coming back. They're making huge signings. I don't think anything. None of them have played yet. With Marmouche and Reyes, Zubamendi being linked with in the Kazakhstan, I think, center back that they have they just purchased. But yeah, City just are just just embarrassing, completely embarrassing. This was huge for PSG as they were at the brink of being knocked out of the Champions League. Same with Manchester City. This puts them towards a playoff spot. Still one more game to go. Really important. A bunch of teams still undecided as they are until the end of the next games. Uh, Man City just, it's embarrassing to think that they might not even make it through to the next round, the last 16, let alone the playoffs in this new format. I saw people were saying that they don't like this new format because a team like City can lose 3 games out of 8 and still qualify easily. Was not even qualify easily because City needs just one game to determine where they are in the future in this competition. As you can see, every game matters here. Every game, tables turns, teams changes. Underperform, perform well. It's just really just depends really of how um you have these games in end. The one thing I don't like Pep Guardiola is about he's a top manager, one of the best managers in the world. But one thing I don't rate Pep highly is you're having an underperforming season. You had a pretty decent half in the beginning, and then recently you just had a huge slump. The first thing you do is buy 200 million worth of reinforcements. That's one thing I don't like City and Pep for. You're going for one little slump, you put all your money you have. Sure, people are saying that their buy to sell ratio, whatever, it's even, and that they should be allowed to buy because they sold. But just over the years in general, it's just you spent so much just because you have a few your net worth, or not net worth, but your buy to sell ratio, whatever, is equal now, doesn't justify the fact that like you spent £1 billion um on reinforcements, and now you're spending another 2 million or 200 million in January alone, let alone January, because you're having a slump. Is just I just don't think that's I'm not gonna say it's gonna solve anything, but just not a good look, because it just shows that like I feel like you wouldn't see any other team do that. I don't even think Real Madrid are the type of team to do that. If they're having a little slump, you go in January and spend 200 million. That's the one thing I didn't like Pep Guardiola. For me, sure, it's not even involved with the whole thing, but that's why I just rate Jurgen Klopp so much highly. He more of sure, he's bought big stars with big money, but he gets the best out of his players. Um you know, Jurgen Klopp is just the type of manager that you would rather have long term than Pep Guardiola. I think Pep is just spend, get your players, boom. Pep has never been in a team that was quote unquote bad. Jurgen Klopp has, he's been there for Mainz, Dortmund, and when he first joined Liverpool with that, you look, and the Liverpool team wasn't the best team nowhere near in the Premier League. And then he changes it around. I think Pep Guardiola, or not Pep, Jurgen Klopp is just, if I were City, I'd rather have him in this situation than Pep. But yeah, this could be City's end run of this Champions League. They're versing Club Brugge next. The most likely would win, because they're City. But it's gonna be a really close. It's gonna be a really tight, close battle towards the end of this the end of next week, so week 8 of the new Champions League format. So we'll see what happens with Manchester City.